Hey, wrestling fans of CCP Podcasting. This is the fresh hit from South Australia, Right City Wrestling, the one and only Jimmy C. And you're tuning in to CCP Podcasting, and you can take it anywhere, really. You can listen to the car. It's just like listening to a couple of mates just chin wagging about wrestling. And why wouldn't you want to listen in? Tune in, CCP Podcasting, right now.
Sorry. What is happening, friends of CCP Podcasting? This is a very special episode of Australian Spotlight. I'm Chris Page. That man up there, that's Bobby Bishop. He's undeniable. And that man over right there, that's Todd Eastman. We're going to get to him in just a moment. Bobby, what's going on, man?
Not much, but it's been a great week. I wrestled last night. I'm actually surprisingly feeling really good today.
Well, I'm not going to lie. I screwed the pooch right before we came on the air. I was sitting here trying to talk, say, hey, guys, we got a minute. My fucking mic was on mute.
Meanwhile, we're just talking to each other back and forth.
Just bantering.
Yeah, here we are. It wouldn't be a stream.
Good jerk,
a live situation.
You looked busy. We didn't want to disturb you.
I thought I had my shit. It's okay. Todd, welcome to the show. It's glad to have you, manager of champions and one manager of Mitch Ryder for sure that I'm 100% positive of. We've seen you on several of the Pro Wrestling League shows. It's good to finally talk to you face to face and be able to pick your brain about Australian wrestling as we deep dive the tremendous talent that is down under.
I'll try not to talk so much to you guys. Just tell this guy to shut up.
Oh no, it's okay. You can never talk too much. It's the more you talk, the less.
No. I heard that when you reviewed the Pro League show.
Yeah.
Tell him to shut up.
Shut up. When
like,
You also called him Tom, which I thought was really funny.
Yes, I called you Tom for like a full show, and I think Bobby,
I didn't want to correct it.
You're supposed to take it. And,
I'm not going to give anyone. I'm not going to give anyone hell for saying the wrong name. It happens occasionally.
All right, Tom. Cool.
Like it happened to me on the last show.
Tonight, guys, we're here to take a look at this episode 3 of our Australian deep dive. First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody who is watching us and taking this journey with us. Professional wrestling is a gift that has obviously kept on giving. A little over a year ago, we stumbled into independent wrestling and really took a deeper dive on it, and it has definitely opened the doors for us as a channel, not only in Australia with you, Bobby, and Todd, the guys in Riot City, all over the world. We've got some serious connections that are happening, and it wouldn't be possible if you guys weren't out there doing the thing and giving us stuff to talk about and stuff to watch, and give us the time to sit down and really look at what's going on in your area. Edward Dusk is tonight's topic. So, Bobby, I'm going to turn it over to you, and you give me a little insight onto Edward Dusk and who the man is. I will be the dumb American here because I haven't seen enough of Edward to say I know him and know his talent and know his ability. I've seen a handful of matches over, by handful, like 2, maybe 3. Tonight, I got a full set, so I am stoked and I'm excited. Tell me what I'm about to see.
Basically, Dusk is just one of the most storytelling wrestlers here. If you could judge someone the way he looks, he would be Australia's biggest supervillain monster in the ring. He just has this sense of absolute dread and evil around him. We could literally be here for an hour watching his promos instead of his matches, and they would just be as entertaining as his matches. That's how good he is.
Todd?
Yeah, he's what I dig about him, he's a very cerebral worker.
Mm-hmm.
Like he will tell the story about what he's going to do to someone in his promo before he comes out to do it. So before he comes out, you know that this guy's not here to mess around. He's here to take the guy apart, and he'll do that. He's one of those. I have this saying a lot where I'm like, a lot of people are a good character until the bell rings, and then they're just a wrestler. Whereas, like, he's just a character the whole way through. The bell rings, and that character now wrestles. That's what I really dig about Edward.
I am excited. I'm ready to jump in and get started. We've got about 2 hours of Edward Dusk on deck here. And we're going to start things off with Edward Dusk and Cass Stone. This is from Halloween Horror 2018. This is over on Edward Dusk's YouTube channel, guys. So if you can, go ahead and head over that way. Give it a subscribe. Tell them we sent you. And if you can't remember what it is, don't worry. Just look down below in the video description. You'll have all that information for you right there. Let's dive in, guys. Are we ready to get started?
Yep.
Shout out John Cable. See you in chat. The most professional. I hear you. We'll make it happen here in 3, 2, 1, play. All right, here we go. What can you tell me about Cass Stone? Are either one of you guys familiar with him?
I'm not very sure of them actually. So Todd, did you know?
Like very prolific at PCW. He's one of the guys that's been coming up. He hasn't actually branched out into many other feds, I don't believe, but PCW. But PCW is one of those places where it's an absolute breeding ground of young talent. Like their training and their facilities over there is just perfect to everyone that comes out of there. Their fundamentals are great. And they're just solid workers from top to bottom. Like the Natural Classics come from there. Indy Hartwell, who's in WWE, she came from PCW. So it gives you a good idea of like how good they sort of are at training people.
I like it.
This is from Dusk's first few years. When I was asking him for his matches, he actually requested we show these difference.
He's very young here.
Oh, nice little series right there. Nice.
Hell.
Oh, I think it's fantastic that these are matches that he wanted us to take a peek at himself. That makes it even that much better. Oh.
Yeah. I think he wanted to show how much improvement he's done.
Yeah. We had him up for Wide Bay for a match against Bobby, and he did a seminar before where they didn't even get in the ring for the seminar. They just talked about psychology and like the thinking behind the match, not actually having to do the match, the thinking behind it and going into it and like setting up stuff like that. So he's very, when I say cerebral, that's what I mean. He's very like thinks a lot behind just getting in there and throwing punches.
Completely gobsmacked my trainees with the question, what are your weaknesses as a character?
Yeah, I mean, I like a thinking man's wrestler. I'm very much... So, like, growing up as a kid, for me, Jake Roberts was one of my favorites, and it was because of his psychological game. It wasn't so much the physicality, it was all the psychological and the mental games that he would play with you. And when I was in the industry, that was a piece of what I took into it back 20 plus years ago. Wanted to be that psychological style heel. Just it's good stuff. This is the way he's going to be handling himself.
He's very much like that.
Yeah, I think you've nailed it with Jake the Snake with him, eh?
Yeah, very much like Jake. Especially because his promos, he doesn't yell. He doesn't he yells to make an emphasis, but aside from that, he's just low talking. This is what I'm going to do. You've stepped in the ring with the person that you... Yeah.
His saliva and everything is so perfect to a point where you believe he's actually legitimately mad at that one thing he's saying.
The last one he did where it was when he was the promo he did for Ricky South, I think we're watching it later on. I think it's like a 4-minute promo, but he starts at the end of a room and slowly walks up to the front of the room where the camera is and doesn't break, doesn't like the whole character, the whole like soliloquy is perfect the whole way through until when he hits the front where he's right at that camera and then makes that final punch to the end of the promo. So very good.
He's got things in firm control right here.
Oof.
I like that.
Me too. You don't have to do anything when you take it.
No, and you know who the first person I remember delivering that was Chris Canyon. He was the first guy that I remember. Like, I mean, I was late '90s, Attitude Era esque here over here. But yeah, Canyon was the first person I saw use that. And I used to think that it was so innovative. Like, it looks devastating if you do it right. You don't have to do much, and it's such an easy bump to take.
And Chris Canyon wrestled the style that would be normal today, realistically.
I always found that like taking the perfect plex was hard because I never felt like I could help the guy enough because you just got one leg. I did it once in a practice match with Matt Basso, and he grabbed me in a headlock thing. He goes, "You ever taken a perfect plex?" I went, "No." He goes, "Oh, now's your first time." Like that.
Thanks for the heads up.
You ever taken a pile driver? No, you will.
No, now's your first time. Oh, nice.
Dusk caught him coming in right there. I want to point out something that I loved just a second ago, and it was the little minor shit talking that he was giving Cass when he was getting back up to his feet there. It was like, oh, nice.
He's not just screaming and yelling in frustration. He's legitimately moting his anger at his opponent verbally.
And he does something too that like a lot of people don't do, and that's interact with the actual crowd.
That's
one of my bugbears. I hate it. I hate it when people don't talk to the crowd.
It's so easy.
I wouldn't know what that. I wouldn't know any shows would do that, Todd. What are you talking about?
99% of my hate is by turning around and yelling at the crowd.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. You find those one or two rowdy ones, and your night's easy.
Yeah, you give the middle finger to a kid in a wheelchair, and you're made.
Or you don't have to get the middle finger. Just go up and put high five and stick your hand up in there.
Yeah.
It's probably the most repetitive thing you and I say to each other, Todd, after pro league shows or any shows. Is like the show could be better if 80% of the people engage the crowd.
Let me just say this: the last pro league show that we watched was a couple of weeks back. It was the four-way with Rufio, Adam, Ryder, and the other Mitch. I can't remember his last name.
Mitch. Yep.
That was a great
McCarthy
show. That was a fun little program there. The follow-up's going to be spectacular. I'm loving the Rufio character as the champion right now.
Well, he's changed his name now.
Yes, I heard him use the real name on the whatever name that they're using. Was it Rick or
Yeah, Ricky.
Ricky Okunda?
Which he
Utami
should.
or something like that. I can't remember.
That should be. Oh, nice chop. That should be the evolution of his character. He just wanted. You got to humanize him a little bit more so people can hate him more.
Liking this cell.
I've been on Renegade for years to change his name.
Started to sound like an 80s name continuously through his career. What's wrong with that?
Was that? No, the Renegade.
You mean besides that? Yeah.
It reminds me of the WCW guy. Fucking outstanding.
Yeah.
It's like when he said it, my new thing is like the big boy Renegade. I said, so you gave you a nickname.
Oh.
Good.
Yeah, he's talking him through this ass whipping right now.
Something I noticed before too, when he was doing the strikes. Cass was 2 strikes to Dusk 1 strike and then would bump down. He was just so on top of them.
Reverse.
Oh.
Duck.
Yeah.
Close line.
Fiery Larry.
Like I called it.
Yeah.
There we go, son. Ooh, big chop.
get the crowd behind him a little bit more. Nope.
Good block. Because he tried it before. Hey, well done.
That headbutt was nasty. I'm glad he caught it, though.
Yeah, you see how, like Dusky blocked it first ones before because he'd done it before to him, so he knew it was coming.
Smart.
Good.
Oh, he's just sizing him up here. Waiting on him. Cass, stay down, bud. Stay down if you know what's good for you. I'll just shut the fuck up because you threw that knee up. Not a bad match so far.
No. Like, Cass is a really good worker. I'm surprised he hasn't gone or tried to go other places. But some of them are just happy where they are, which is all power to them.
Yeah, you got to think, too. This is what? 8 years ago? No, 6 years ago?
Yeah.
6 years
he's
ago.
still in PCW doing his thing.
Oh, sure. And I can imagine if they're both kind of fresh here, the level that he's gained since then, since this performance. So I'd imagine that he's definitely got his shit together. Another big level.
There was a time in the olden days where PCW just didn't want their people going anywhere else. They were very against it. And people like the Natural Classics and Indies sort of broke that out. And now people just go.
Oh, I thought we were going home.
Good
right
kick
there.
out. Good, strong kick out.
I was not going to be disappointed.
Like he sells afterwards too.
Oh, it's finally getting to him.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, he's almost seething there. It's the loudest he's been all match, too. No. Roll up. No. What was missing there was the tights. Somebody that had the tights, we'd have gotten a win. Oh.
I love that sometimes when some people cover the leg, like hook the leg, they'll hook the top of the foot as well. I love that for some reason.
That's a fantastic sell by Cass off that near fall. And I like it too when people hook the foot. It's almost like it gives you that little additional leverage to the cover.
Yeah.
Oh, don't do that. Oh, he got him in the wombats. We didn't even make it in one match, and we got a wombat shot. And a pull of the tights. I'm not even mad.
There you go. That's why he was saving the tights.
Yeah.
He knew it was coming. He knew I was calling for him. I can't even get one match in without a wombat shot. That's...
It is a staple for the heel.
90% of these matches are what he requested, so I'm glad we got to see his earlier stuff, because you see how already good he was even back then.
Well, he was one of the champs there, so he was already fair way along, which is not as much as he is now.
He's incredibly far ahead then. Still good.
Just caressing that championship. Big shout out to Cast Stone. That was a solid performance. My first match that I've ever saw with Cast Stone, and I'm impressed. We'll pause the second match real quick before we get started on it. Bobby, what do you think about the first match? Actually, you know what? I'll give you guys my perception of the first match first because again, that's my first time seeing it. I haven't seen. It is what it is, and then we'll throw it around to you guys. I was impressed with the psychology of that match. I thought that both of them, for being really young or being green or just getting out of training, whatever, or not being in the business long, they're really on point. The moves were good. The stuff was crisp. The story, the match flow, everything was spot on. I really enjoyed it. I want to see more of Cass because I know I'm gonna see a lot more of Dusk tonight. But Bobby, what did you think about it?
I just liked it. I liked with PCW in general. I love their production and everything like that. But these two guys were I just loved the match in general, even for a suggestion of like, hey, go watch my earlier stuff because I didn't know too much of Dust stuff from this era, and it's already impressive to me. I love watching his stuff.
Go ahead, Todd.
And also,
Yeah.
I didn't know much about Cast Stone, so that was actually a nice surprise for me this time.
Fantastic. See, I like that. I like surprise. I like you
Yeah.
getting caught off guard. I'm gonna get caught off guard on all these fucking shows. But you getting caught off guard, but that's a different story. Todd, what say you?
You well, like Bobby knows that I watch so much like wrestling and Aussie wrestling that mainly because I like sort of scouting people that haven't been really discovered.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, oh, if I can bring this guy up and then like give him a go, give him some experience, like eventually he's going to break. And when he breaks, I'm like, oh, he was at fucking blah blah, and we did this together and blah, like that. So like Castone, I've always liked Castone. I think he's never really, like I said before, like he's never really tried to go anywhere. So it's hard to like go after the guy that doesn't really seems like doesn't want to go anywhere. And Dusk, like you could see there that like this is a guy that you want on your show. If you're a promoter, if you're a booker, you want someone like this because not only do you get a great match, he's going to send you a great promo that you can put up and advertise the show and get his character across before he even walks out that curtain. So like that, you could see the potential there, even though that's 6 years ago. You could see the potential there of how good he can be.
Yes.
It's like
Go ahead, Bobby.
booking him at that level before he break out to it's like getting cable with all the channels for a cheap price. And that
well, that was like when Matty Wahlberg was on, or who's like Grayson Waller. He was at Newey Pro, and he was just sort of breaking out.
Yeah.
And I saw one like promo of him, and I messaged Rocky Monero because Rocky was at Riot City at the time, and that's where I'm from. So I was like, hey, if you get a chance, because they had sort of connections with Newey Pro, it's like get this kid Matty Wahlberg down, because you two will work wonders as a program. So he's this cocky heel, you're also like a cocky baby face. The chemistry between the two of you would be perfect. And I think like 3 months later he did it, and it went really well for him. And everyone was praising Rocky, going, "Oh, where'd you find this guy?" And he's just like, "No, Toddy told me about him, so I had to like get in contact because I hadn't even heard of him before Todd messaged me about him." But that's the thing, like finding these guys and like this, like the talent that's there, and going, "Oh, this guy could be something. He just needs the push. He just needs the platform to do it." That's what it's all about for guys like me, anyway.
Sure.
Yeah. And it's like, especially guys like seeing guys like Dusk, in the next few years, they're going to be way more on top than they ever were in the year you discovered them.
Yeah. Well, that's like Mitch, like Ryder.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell that he was good. He just needed someone to help bring parts of that out. He already had everything else. He just needed the platform.
Yeah. I'm glad I could do it, mate.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah.
We'll get into match number 2. This is from 2019, still PCW, still over on Edward Dusk's YouTube page. Let's make it happen. We'll hit play in 3, 2, 1, play. Danny Psycho's the opponent.
Yeah. Danny is even here, as a veteran of like Victorian wrestling. Really, really good worker.
Dusk's trainer. Original trainer.
Yeah.
So teacher
He was
versus
like a
student.
standout in MCW. Yeah, standout in MCW. I don't know if this was the one where they did, because eventually after this they moved into another angle, the same two guys at MCW, where like Edward became like his stalker, and they did all these sort of like stalking videos for Danny and his family. It was a really, really good program.
I didn't check this one out. I wanted to be surprised by a couple of them. But I think it might be around that time, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, see, Grand Slam traditionally is their big, like PCW's big show. It's like their WrestleMania. It's not in the little entertainment center.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this one was the one where they got like 800 people or something too. Some like ridiculous amount of people came out to their show.
Yeah. You guys see the psychology on that? He back chopped him and then dropped him on his back. Just to add more to it. Even those little tiny things there.
It's all in the details. I like how Danny Psycho, to me, resembles the Joker here.
Yeah. I think by going by the tattoo on his back, he's pretty well inspired by him. Oh, nice.
That was nice.
I love that.
Good. Stemming for the back and neck. Continuously.
Only in wrestling would you hear a chant, "Let's go Psycho."
Right?
That's when Dick Riggs come out and people chant, "We want Dick."
We want Dick.
Yeah.
That's possibly the only time that Mitch and I like broke on a show. Is that it was Tim in the main event against Dick Riggs, and we're on the apron just trying to be dickheads, and like one of it, like I think Mitch was like, beat that dick, and I turned around and looked at him and we just looked at each other for a couple of seconds and started laughing, and I had to hide my head. We should just call him Riggs from now on.
Oh,
Yeah, it's sad to say. That was good. That was good.
That was a nice
Good
kick.
counter. Hey, HD, go on the stories and actually watch the match.
There we go, another one.
Yeah.
Cable says nope. I think he's
Back in neck again.
I like how it's the double leg hook to like build that frustration.
How would you describe the vibe? Because he attacks the neck, he attacks the back. It's kind of his MO in a lot of matches. I'd compare him to like some kind of like creature ripping it apart piece by piece instead of just smashing into it. The way he moves with his like the way even those little tiny things just looks like animalistic.
Oh. Tried to give him the double guns and it didn't work for him.
Glad he didn't use that in me in our matches. maybe he did. I just can't remember.
He's hung all over him the last couple of minutes. Oh, that could be the moment.
That's Danny's finisher. Danny's finisher is a cutter. So just so.
Oh, that was fucking beautiful.
Oh.
Oh, but Dusk is up.
Body spirit.
Dusk just absorbed that. Nice deadlift here.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Nice little sequence.
Well, John, the series didn't end in a no-sell. The series ended with a double stop. And now we're trading. No, the fuck we're not. Jesus.
I mean, that was earned by this point, right?
Oh yeah, that was super explosive. Nice leg lariat.
Psycho's just a big dude. It didn't even look like he needed to jump for that either. He put his leg up and just flipped to the side.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. The one thing about Psycho is he's got some size on him.
Just jacked. Cute and tall.
He's got that that airport look. When he walks through an airport, you think he might be somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can pass
like
the airport
the bodyguard
check.
or somebody.
Well, I get a Vampiro vibe from
Good
him.
kick out. Yeah, a little bit with the paint.
With the paint and the tats. Nice cover there. Just a two.
Always got, because everything I've watched with him, he's usually doesn't have the face paint, so I always get like an Orton sort of vibe from him.
Mm-hmm.
His MCW run was like definitely with his makeup. I like this because you can see like obviously Dust just tore him apart for like a couple of minutes. Now he's just dumping the loser seats on him.
We're on the comeback trail. Crowd's getting into it.
Climbing up.
Pump them up. Pump them up. Oh. Oh!
Short spear. Rainmaker.
Just a two.
Could have been a stronger kick out. He's probably gassed though. Look at him.
All right, so far Edward's 2 for 2 here. If he's put these matches together for us to watch, he's 2 for 2 for me.
One thing I just love watching the Dust right now is like I like take pride in my cardio in the ring and still doing vocals and stuff like that. That man is not shutting up in the quiet moments where a lot of guys take breaths.
Oh, he's thinking about something here. Cut off.
And a mistake now.
Oh, yeah. Superplex coming. Got him. Roll through.
Hold on.
Brainbuster.
Whoa. There are some guys that can throw a suplex and have a real, like, snap to them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There are some suplexes where it just feels like they float over into the suplex, and there's some guys where it like feels like you actually slam the guy with it. Like Psycho's suplexes are that feels like you slam the guy with it.
Yeah.
They have a little snap. Have a little snap to it.
That's one thing I like about Tommy Billington, the new Dynamite. He's got that same snap suplex that Dynamite used to have, which I love.
Oh,
Yeah.
There we go.
this is just a 2 count.
We don't know that. We don't know that.
I'm
How
just
dare
talking
you,
about
sir? How dare you, sir?
in modern wrestling today, like the Canadian Destroyer doesn't ever end a match. So
It's a lockup.
yeah, it's exactly right. It's just like a super kick, DDT. I'll believe it when I know that it's somebody's legit finish.
Yeah.
Hey,
I had to fight really hard with Mitch
Oh!
to not use this. There we go. There's the cutter.
That's good. People can kick out of it as much as they want. They're going to kick out of the pile driver itself. I don't care.
Oh. Don't do that. Oh. Hey. Oh.
That was good. I like how different that is. Instead of the waistlock one.
Is that a reverse wombat?
It was definitely a reverse wombat.
There we are. That's his big finish.
I like that. I like that.
He ain't done, though. He's doing it again.
No.
Fantastic.
And he did the little kick out after it as well.
Yeah. Yeah, like he was trying to kick with his claw, but couldn't get his legs to go. Look at his ecstasy on his face.
Fantastic. 2 for 2. I see that he is definitely not above kicking the wombats. Bobby, give me your thoughts on what you saw.
Yeah, I always forget how great Danny Psycho was, eh? He retired only a few years ago. And unfortunately, that's when I sort of discovered him. Yeah, I keep forgetting like how actually good he really was. But yeah, the match was really good. I like how intense Dusk was in that. Like you could tell you can tell that was a very grand, bigger show than usual, and that was the big payoff to something. Just by how intense he was going, I kept screaming in between things, and I love that because there's nothing worse than a match we see something happens and the guys there like not selling what just happened.
Yeah, I feel like that thing had been going on for like a couple of months with Danny and with Dusk. So that would have been the payoff to it, which is a great payoff. If you're going to do it, you do it on the big show where you've got like near on 1,000 people in the building. And like if that doesn't entice people to want to come back and see another show, I don't know what would, because that was a great match.
Yeah,
the fireworks match.
That was fantastic. And to me, for me, it's more. Not only am I seeing Edward, I'm seeing all the opponents that are come along with it, and it's so enlightening to see these guys get in here and do their thing, and how Australian wrestling has not been seen on a wider scope is fucking beyond me at this point, because there's so many hidden gems down here. Speaking of hidden gems, our next match is featuring our very own Mr. Undeniable Bobby Bishop, and it's coming from.
This is where we get to see how much. This is where we get to see how much Dusk can carry an opponent right now.
Hey, you leave my Bobby Bishop alone.
Well, it would have been a better match, but unfortunately, the Y-Bay footage doesn't exist for me and Dusk.
Oh, shots fired.
Facts. Facts.
No, he requested either one, and unfortunately, there was nothing wrong with it. Something went wrong with the camera, and it just missed the beginning of the second match, which I thought was the better match. So I matured a lot, and this one was definitely me fighting myself, and Dusk did a good job carrying me in this match, realistically.
Well, let's find out how good a job he does. Okay, listen, if this is a 5-star classic,
Well, put it this way: because I watched this match. I watched this match live. I think they did it live. So I watched this match live, and I messaged Bobby afterwards. I said, "We'll get Dusky up to Y-Base. You guys can have a proper match."
Fucking man.
Because it just.
To Todd's credit, and Renegade and a couple other guys who never really messaged me, I did get a lot of messages saying that was probably your best match you've had ever at the time, which was very nice to hear.
High praises. So this match is not that match, guys. We're gonna apparently watch the lesser of the two.
Yes, the genesis of that match.
God damn!
It's like the Rocky
Wide Bay could
versus
just
Creed. You'll never know what happened.
if Wide Bay could just produce the footage. I don't know. I don't
Fucking
know.
tell me about it, mate. You don't think I don't get angry about that shit?
Yeah, it's a constant struggle sometimes.
Here we
Bobby
go.
has seen the chats. Bobby's seen the chats with me just ripping into people.
Yeah.
Let's make this happen. 3, 2, 1, play. While we've got entrances, let me run. I'm gotta refill my water, guys. You guys carry on. I'll be back in just a second.
The Palais, the 5th of March here in Geelong, and here he is, Edward Dusk. Will be main eventing that event against Royce Chambers for the DMDU Heavyweight Championship. What are your thoughts on Royce, bro?
Edward Dusk, technologically illiterate I am. I've screen recorded all these matches.
You what? You screen recorded?
These are this one especially.
Oh
A couple of the MCW ones as well. I was doing it while I was at work. I'm just like, man, I don't know how Todd does it, but I'm just gonna do this, and I'll ask him how he does it next time.
Takes me forever. That's how it does it. So how many years ago was this?
This was 2021? No, 22, sorry.
So this is after the vid?
Yeah, because I remember it was when the first Gold Coast PWA show we ran where they couldn't come down. Is when Joel confirmed it to me. And that was the end of 2021. I don't know, because he confirmed that was the only good news I got that stressful weekend.
I can see Jeff sitting in the front row, standing in the front row.
Yeah, Jeff's there. I saw him. Yeah. I remember that was the first time I ever saw him, and I recognized him. But I also had never met him before. And then when I met him, he was so drunk. It was very funny. But he was lovely.
Look at baby Bobby.
He's like, hey, you guys are doing really good. Really good, man. And I was like, oh, shit, he's so fucking tanked in a good way. Look at that.
Well, no, I can't really see Edward's face, but I don't think he is too impressed.
This legit got stuck, Todd.
Of course it did.
To work it.
Oh, hello.
Never shave your beard.
You sound like Jess now.
Yeah.
That was an instruction from
This, as Dusk said to me, this was a perfect dynamic because it got me this goofball, not taking it seriously, and this absolute monster of a man who just wants to just kill people.
The situation ahead of him, Edward Dusk, is not to be toyed with.
Well, think about it. If Bobby gets the win here, that could. What does that mean? Does that mean that Bobby might be added to the match in Geelong? Does he get a title shot later on? Who knows? Edward is the #1 contender.
Well, that's it. Edward is coming into this.
I hate this venue, eh?
After our last event at
No, it's a nice little venue by the looks of it.
Yeah, it's got that American indie feel to it, eh?
Obviously, with
Yeah. It's another one ruined by fucking DMD,
The
yeah.
expression is good things come to those who wait. So maybe next week.
Oh, helped him out there a little bit. Oh, nice little slap in the back of the head.
Probably not impressed with
Yep.
that slap to the back of the head.
That was really rude. You can hear that Edward's he's not too happy. He wants Bobby to take it seriously. You can tell from just the way that he's talking.
But we know Bobby
That's a man who hasn't bumped his back out yet.
Yeah. You look decidedly ungrizzled.
Training all the wrestlers from up that way.
So does he train others?
Okay, so, well, I'm watching this right now. I can say this man is doing 3 things to the one thing he could just do.
The phalanges.
Oh, there you go. See, he might be a goofball, but he sure knows how to wrestle.
Working that arm. Just trying to find a way out. Oh, the stern punch there to the midsection from Dusk.
Yeah, it's not good.
Nice. I like that.
Bad, not good.
Yeah,
indeed.
got me out and found a way in to do it.
Bobby's trying to get the crowd behind him.
In the inner thighs, taking Dusk's balance, and Dusk is pissed.
I love that spot.
No, he's not too happy,
Yeah.
Aaron. He's not too happy at all.
I had that spot since my first year. This is the year I decided to bring it back, hey? And you told me
Yeah,
how
and
good
then
it
you
was.
never did it.
Split here.
Yeah,
No,
and
I
then I
still
told
did
you
it.
how good it was, and you decided to fucking hardly ever do it anymore.
No, it depended on the match. I did do it again. I did it quite a few times.
Take down Dusk, float over.
Nice float over there too. Bobby, I saw the bitch slap. Can we talk about that for a second? Are you gonna give him something back?
Maybe. I can't remember, but I don't think the Dusty Jabs existed in this match yet.
Oh,
No, they didn't.
very disappointing.
Competitor. Into that waist lock. Bobby reverses.
Bobby's showing his
Dusty Jabs come after you won the belt,
rolled up into a pin.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, and people messaged me saying fix those jabs, and I had to really focus on that.
Oh, that was maybe a 1 point.
Look at him go.
Nice. That's a really small ring by the look of it.
That was just a solid 2, Aaron.
So, good.
Some of the dynamic here is,
Number 2, but a solid 2.
yeah. So you see, I'm just playing around having fun while Dusk is trying to murder me. And he just keeps falling into these traps because he's not taking me seriously, which is also making me more angry.
Really just taking the piss.
This is probably about the time I told you to stop being Colt Cabana.
Yeah,
Shout out to us.
and I doubled down.
Dusk face to the
Yeah.
floor. Delicious venom beer says. Bringing out
Work smart, not hard. Just trip them.
You know who else loves a beer, Aaron?
Dusk is sitting there while I'm trying to milk in the crowd because I feel like I'm got this. Fucking idiot.
Wish you were here, Murdoch. But anyway, back to the action.
Oh,
there it is. Dusk has had enough.
Glass jaw.
He has
I don't think
truly
you
had
should be
enough.
laughing.
No,
Honestly,
it's
Bo,
just-
the fucking fear that
No.
Edward Dusk wants to put into Bobby Bishop.
Oh,
that kick connected.
It is a stark
Bobby's
contrast,
just
right?
joking around.
Eh,
Edward's like,
wouldn't be the first time I've been beat up by someone.
take me seriously.
Well, that's it. This has been the Edward Dusk that we've known since.
Well, you know, it ain't bad
He
luck.
wants to be taken seriously. He is the number
Yeah.
one contender for the heavyweight title. But he thinks that people don't take him seriously, and that's got to have a limit to it.
John said
is
that
that your
last.
phone, Bobby?
And then he,
Yeah, give me a second. People keep messaging me on a Sunday.
well, people are going to have to take him seriously then.
John said that was some amazing transitioning, and that whole series was great. Just a second ago.
Corner, strong boot to the neck. Bobby Bishop.
None of this is good.
This is not a place you want to be.
No.
So I got lucky with this match
Has
because
to be a point
the
where
person who ran the show actually asked who I wanted to face. And
Take full advantage of that 5 count.
it was like so many, there was people, it was like Royce, Chambers and stuff like that there. But I knew Dusk was on the show. I requested him because I was like, I feel like he would do a lot more character stuff with me
Obviously, it takes a lot
than
to
workhorse stuff with
make
me.
Jay Stevens.
Yeah, your styles would probably work a lot better than you and Chambers, put it that way.
God
Yeah.
damn.
holy fuck!
And Dusk knows he is vicious.
Well, you felt that one the day after.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look at his face. Edward Dusk has clearly entered the new
It's good too. He works. I love the fact what Dusk does. He works to every side as well.
This is the Edward Dusk that everyone should be afraid of. Look at that.
gotta make sure everybody sees it.
Man, I'm shitting my pants.
Yeah.
Everybody sees something.
Just me.
What
Oh,
that was.
first of all, let me just say this because I haven't had a chance to talk to you
Nice.
since we did our last show, Bobby. You're fucking around and getting yourself in the best shape of your life. By the way.
Oh, thanks, man.
You're looking really good.
And that's the offense that we've seen so far.
Just want to give you some prompts for that.
Right. Yeah, I quit vaping recently, and it's just put me in a mood to like fix everything again.
You know what's weird is we've got a friend in the UK that's in the industry, Tommy Jackson, is doing the same thing. Like he put down the vape, and I think over the last 30 days has done this huge transformation. It's fucking great to see.
Yeah, I'm not going to go too much into it, but you have no idea. Like, once I stopped doing it, I didn't realize how much it took my recovery is quicker now. My energy is a lot more. I can sleep 5 hours and feel like I've slept for 8 now. Like, everything changed almost within 2 weeks. So it makes a
your
difference.
body's repairing itself.
Yeah. And because I quit, the best part is because I quit vaping, I don't know what happened to my
Nice.
dropped so good. Yeah, because I quit, my immune started kicking up too, and I didn't get sick. These bout of new things all going around the past few weeks.
Talking about Edward, yeah? Yes. I thought we were talking about Jay.
Yeah, I've said that. Yeah, it's gonna happen, Todd, right?
Yeah, you just jinx yourself.
Just put it out into the universe.
Look at this
Oh,
kick.
it's just
He
toying
did
with
kick
you.
me.
And he says no more fun and games.
Not taking Bobby
What he didn't do.
seriously at all. Oh, now we're paintbrushing.
I don't think you want to do that.
I couldn't remember him doing that. What can I say? I get hit in the head a lot. There we are.
Another forearm. I love how you're selling those shots. The little stagger back. He pops you that one time, and you just kind of fall back and
Calm down.
let him come to
And the
you.
idea was I wanted to be the druggy, the boxer that's been nearly knocked out a few times by this fucking maniac over there.
Punch.
He's fired up.
Whoa. There we are. Go for the fight back.
Oh,
Big forearm there. Takes Dusk down to it.
nice answer.
That's very brutal.
He's very brutal, isn't it? It's very brutal.
That would have been a spinning one nowadays.
Sorry, I'm just nervously
Yep.
laughing.
100%. Because when I thought I could do a knockout
That makes me
punch.
feel very uncomfortable.
I get it, but look, Bishop's on top here. Almost.
Oh, near fall.
I can't have time for the knockout punch anymore. I jab too much.
I mean, that's not
Hey, there is nothing wrong with the Dusty jab. Let's just be fair.
something.
No, nothing wrong with the jabs. Just why didn't I knock him out the first few punches to the face?
Bringing him up. Oh!
Here it is
Oh,
again.
nice kick.
Big kicks from Dusk.
I like how he's just not letting me go either.
He might be after this. Oh, got out of it. That's a pin.
Good.
Very close.
Such a small ring. It's so hard to do that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forearm to
Was that a 14
Good.
by 14? Or is that smaller?
Yeah, I think so.
Massive suplex there.
beautiful.
There was one ring going around. I don't know if it still is, but like if you did a suplex, you had to run towards the turnbuckle so you could get the guy over.
He goes for
Oh,
the pin.
man.
So like, you'd pick him up, then run forward, so you gave him room to bump.
That was
Yup.
2.9.
Been in a couple of those in my day.
Go into quarters, but won't do that.
Sure have.
Favorite thing, like even just then, you look at Dusk, like when I caught his leg and I flipped him around and he hit me in the forearm. Dusk's ability to sell to the crowd that the face has an opportunity to get him, but then takes it away. Even the smallest little details is so good.
Yeah.
Oh, and that face guy's doing all right too.
I think he's just toying with you. He should just.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep,
he's-
so far this
Oh,
has been
they-
a
you
very
let him
good
do it
match.
again, brother.
You're right. He's obviously letting it get to his head, and we know this. Dusk does show a bit of vulnerability when he isn't the one on top.
Yeah,
It
get in my
only takes
face.
3 seconds, Aaron,
You're right.
for Dusk to lose. So
3 full seconds.
Oh, there's a jab.
Dusk falls down due to that.
No, it would have been a knockout punch.
Bobby calling for his final reserve.
Should've jabbed him.
From the crowd.
He's trying to get some energy.
Oh. Double knees. Right to the midsection and chest.
He's building some momentum there as he gets frustrated. Oh, what a massive clothesline to the back of the neck.
Oh.
Oof.
This could be it here now. He's sending it home.
There we are.
Oh.
That's it. That has to
Ouch.
Oof.
be over. And it is.
But for about 2 years, he kept gifting that and sending and replying to my tweets with it.
I don't like the I don't like that his other hand wasn't hooked under your arm. Just
Yeah. No, when you told me about it, I was like, I think what he's got to do is like, I understand the hand won't be there, so I'm just gonna turn my neck as far as it can go and fuck it.
yeah, yeah.
That's
It's very.
Yeah. It was meant to be this. I think he was saying this finisher was his like ultimate finisher. Like he would only pull it out if something was absolutely fucking necessary, which I think is cool. He usually does the on the shoulders, flip into that thing as his main finisher.
So that wasn't a bad match. I don't know why you guys don't.
No, it's good.
Well, right?
The ferocity that we've seen.
I mean, if the one for Wide Bay was better, I would love to see
Royce
it.
is gonna be worried. He's not worried about much,
Don't know
but
if that's
Royce
gonna be
might be worried.
possible.
If I can find it, I'll send it to you if I can find it.
I think we have
Sitting
a
somewhere.
highlight reel, but I didn't want to upload that.
Yeah. I'm very anal when it comes to it. If it doesn't look good, I don't want to put it out there.
It was having problems, dude. For some reason, it was a ring because it was so hot. A lot of the matches you watch, a lot of guys were slipping on things. It's like even me and Dusk were having issues. So
We'll just go right
the
into the
joys
next
of the
match,
tropics.
which is Royce Chambers. This is from Deathmatch Down Under. I thought that was a good, solid match. Some really great transitioning at the beginning of it. Of course, down the stretch. Of course,
I
not
loved it. I thought like,
not a fan of my
can't
boy.
tell you how many.
My boy getting beat. Not a fan of that. But
It happens. I got him back at Wide in a match that no one will ever see, just because we like to keep it a mystery.
there you go.
It's a Creed versus Rocky in the abandoned boxing ring.
That's just my revenge. Like I'm gonna let you get your win back, but no one's gonna see it.
I love it. I was just about to go there, Todd. I was just saying, yeah, that's what happened. You took it from me.
So this is
I'm gonna let you have it.
this is Royce Chambers, and all I can say is he's really fucking
Yes.
good.
He had like, was it 2 years off because he just like mentally he wasn't quite right.
Yeah, he meant.
And the poor bastard, he came back, and while he came back, he tore his ACL. So he wrestled his first match and said, "Well, I'm going away for a while now. Sorry, guys."
He's also from PCW, isn't he?
Yeah, he's another one that was from PCW.
Yeah.
He's a guy that, like, when he was coming up and when he was coming out and when he was hot, they were like, "This is the next guy that's going to get signed."
Yeah. He also his character growth in that first year, but it was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, you just told some bitch to get out of the way.
Yeah, this was a big build for this match as well. Dusk attacked me. Like the reason we had the match was he was frustrated. He couldn't get. Pretty sure he couldn't get Royce, so he was taking it out of me in that match, and a bunch of others up.
Yeah, this is personal. Whatever this is, it's definitely personal between these two.
I think that was always the thing. Dusk as a villain, he makes it personal. It's in every story.
Oh.
Off the ropes. Oh, nice kick.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of turnbuckle pads like that.
No, it's very Japanese, which I think was a big inspiration for Deathmatch Down Under.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I like them when you run into them.
Yeah.
Worst part, I never paid attention to him. I remember the promoter of this was like, just make sure when you start, you're going to be in the blue corner. I'm like, what's the blue corner? He just looked at me.
Stomp on a mud hole or walk on it dry.
I love his cells of covering everything like that instead of just laying there.
Oof.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. How much coffee do you think these guys drank before this?
Copious amounts.
I like how Dusk has grown his beard out over time for this match too.
Nice leg trip.
Double stomps mean.
Yeah, working the crowd good too.
Thus far, I can't say. Excuse me, let me rephrase that. I can say that I want to see more from just about everybody we've seen on the show. So far.
Oh,
No carpet ground, and I know carpet ground. It's not great to bump on.
nah. His aerial ability is just insane, though. Like, does Embers.
I just loved where they when he came in, he was just a high flying guy, and then PCW sort of thing. Then he sort of turned himself into this. Was it like the rapper gimmick?
Very good.
He just had charisma and swag in the ring right after that.
Nice.
Very nice.
Kicked out too.
Oh.
This is a much more like. Oof.
Oh, we got it.
Whoa.
Oh,
Good sell that leg, eh?
oh!
That was impressive.
Why do a cannonball? Why do a cannonball when you can just do that?
So I need for everybody else to stop being lazy and go about this and do that. That's what I need.
I know, right?
Oh! Hit the shooting star. Royce, you got to dig down deep.
I think he's actually done something to his heel too during this.
One more go.
Oh!
Good sell. Good bump.
Sells. Ugh.
Oh!
That's a way to utilize
Nice.
the turnbuckle pad.
There we are. Fair enough.
That is it.
Yeah.
Well done.
I like it.
Fair enough. If you're gonna put the bad guy over, give the good guy as much like shine as possible before it happens.
Well done. Well done. Bobby, what you think about that?
That was a great match. Like I said at the beginning, Royce is really fucking good. And so is Dusk. That's a perfect clash of styles.
That went for 9 minutes. So you could imagine how they would go if they went like a 20-minute main. What they could do.
Oh, for
Not
sure.
even just 9 minutes. It was 9 minutes of guns blazing.
Just roll into the next match with Adam Brooks here. Now, we saw Brooks on our first spotlight show. I'm a huge fan of what I saw there. Going back to what you guys were just saying a minute ago about there being a 9-minute match, that right there is pretty positive that you don't have to go 20 minutes to have a fantastic show. And they had that crowd the entire way.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why we're about to watch a 28-minute match right now.
But this is a very different type of match.
Yeah, this is a big pay one. Like,
Yeah, this is a step too. I think it's the Sacrament.
the Sacrament. It's like
It's a Sacrament, which
basically
is
a massive street fight, basically.
yeah. In MCW there for a while, Dusk had a gimmick where he had what was called Sacrament matches, which I think they only went for 15 minutes, and like it was anything goes. It's basically like his own little Ravens rules type match.
Yep.
So, like, that's what this sort of built up to, like him and Brooksy, because Brooksy had never done that sort of a match. He never really went into that sort of territory. So, like, Dust sort of lured him into it.
Yeah.
Is that what this is? This is a like a no holds barred kind of
Yeah,
affair?
that's why yeah. See, you can't really tell because you haven't seen the rest of the show, but like the lighting here is different. They set a whole stage for these matches.
You'll see the later show.
So normally all of this is all lit. Yeah, all of this is all usually lit up, but they turn it off. And when it was the 15-minute match, they actually had like on the big screen behind the back there, it was like an hourglass, which slowly went down as the time went up.
Yeah.
So
Like
really great concept.
We've got some more matches from this venue coming up. You'll see the difference. I just put this one first because it was before the other ones.
Yeah, chronologically.
Yeah. Mind the dark.
And this is from last year, so you'll see how his evolution has come.
Yeah.
And like you don't have to talk about how good Brooksy is.
Nah. That's his gimmick.
Yeah, Brooksy's like, if it wasn't for COVID, Brooksy would be working in America now full time. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
He was one of those stories that got screwed over by COVID. Hardcore screwed over by COVID. So
was he on the radar
he was signed to Ring of Honor.
Oh, okay.
He was signed to Ring of Honor. And he was on the way to the airport when they canceled all the flights.
Oh.
So it's like it was worse for Slex.
Yes. Yep. Familiar.
Slex was signed as well, and Slex was on the plane when they cancelled everything, so he had to get off in America and then turn around and fly back home.
Oh, you got to be kidding me! I mean, damn.
Nah.
Appropriate. It's high stakes. We got the gambling motif.
They all were released while they were still here.
Yeah, I'm pretty good friend. Like Brooksy was one of the first guys I ever got to work with, like as a client. So I'm pretty good friends with him. So like I heard all about the stuff that was going on at the time.
He was doing like the card cuts in between his fingers, like those little things to torture his opponent.
He has the advantage of knowing what he's in for. Unfortunately for Adam Brooks, he also knows what he's
That chair.
It's one thing to do because like it's hard to know what a chair would feel like when it hits you in the head, but you know what a paper cut feels like. You know how much that fucking hurts.
Especially between, you know what this in between the finger feels like too.
Yeah, between the webs of your fingers, yeah.
Oh. Got to say when he set that up, like hopefully that doesn't come back and bite him.
Oh, pump handle backbreaker.
Oh, good.
Listen to that crowd. They are here for the fall.
Almost putting Edward Dusk away.
Yeah,
No,
MC
man,
Dub
Venom the Show
routinely sell out.
No countouts.
There are no countouts. There are no rules.
Yeah, MCW.
Yeah, that was the strength of this whole.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Maybe calling his shot.
That was the strength of this, like the whole sacrament gimmick, is that it got over that well that they could have it main event a show and not be for a title or for anything. It was just the match.
Well, definitely that and the participants involved. MCW was one of the first feds to start following us on social media out of Australia, and we've seen several of their programs as well. It's top notch. I think they just had one like last week or the week before last, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we're reviewing it this week for the show.
Nice.
Oof.
Send me a link to that.
I will.
Beautiful shotgun dropkick from Brooksy on the outside to Dusk.
Brooksy has just realized.
Oh, they actually broke the guardrail.
Oh, son of a bitch. Yeah, they did. Did we gimmick the guardrails before the match? Is that what happened here?
I highly doubt that. Just in case.
Who brought the welding machine to the show? Let's come on.
3 promoters in my head screaming right now.
Yeah.
Brooksy going aerial.
I said nothing into the barricades.
Meteora knees first into the bin.
That one Y-Bay show where they were saying that, and I think in the meeting I said, yeah, everyone just stop fucking hitting the barricades, and then put them into the barricades.
Then you hit the barricades?
Yeah.
Nope.
Beautiful backdrop there.
Good.
Into that bin.
They've got Todd, you were talking about that little hourglass there. It
Yeah,
is.
they've got it up there.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's there.
A dangerous combination because we can't take that away from Dusk. He's a great wrestler in the ring.
It's good because it gives a sense of urgency during the match. Like, people can look up and see how much is left on this thing.
It's just such a small little trope, but it adds so much to the match itself and the concept of the match itself.
Yeah.
It's that visual.
It's like one of those things I used to love. Yeah, it's one of those things I used to love about when back in the old days the NWA used to do the TV title matches, but they went for 15 minutes. But if you win after 15 minutes, you don't get the title.
Remember?
So they could have the champion lose and go, "Sorry, it was 15 minutes and 5 seconds. You didn't get the title."
That's so good.
Such a little touch, but it's so good.
That's good. You can do like that, like one, you get the pin 1, 2, 3, but it was like 1 second over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything within the right set of circumstances and the right story can just about work, and that's a great little TV title thing.
That's the thing. Like, one of the things I like about like being a booker and that sort of thing, being sort of creative, being able to come up with these things that people haven't thought of, or things that they have done like 20, 30 years ago, and no one's seen for ages. So you could probably get away with doing it without them realizing what was going to happen. That stuff is my favorite things in all of wrestling to do.
I can tell you, it looks like Edward's favorite thing right here is to pull out a chain. He says we're done with some of the small toys. Let's get into some of the bigger fish to fry.
No rules, so he can basically murder him in that ring.
Good thing about a chain too is you get to get a good pose going on with the arms. Good for the photos.
Eek.
A lesser man would have given up by now.
Unfortunately, that's one of the flaws about a Brooks. He doesn't know when to give up. A regular
Looks
man
like a Mortal Kombat villain right now.
I surrender.
Well, a regular man wouldn't come back for a second sacrament, but Adam Brooks isn't going to take anything lying down. He's not
I like how they're not sticking to traditional weapons, you know, your dares, endos. Like,
Yeah.
every little, like, different sort of unique way.
Setting something else up as only he can. Now, of course, just like every other match here tonight, this is for entry into the ballroom brawl as well. And, well, that's...
Oh. Nice.
Didn't see
Good.
that one coming.
I like that Dusky held it there so people can see what it was that hit him.
I like that Dusky's undoing in these matches so far is just he just keeps setting things up for his comeuppance.
Yeah, he's laying it out nicely.
Edward Dusk. He's looking to prove that it wasn't a fluke first time around. I mean, in the annals of MCW history, how many people have beaten Adam Brooks 2 times?
He's still selling that hand like we got those cuts in it.
One of the cornerstones of Melbourne City wrestling. One of the greats.
I don't know if he's selling that more so than it may have actually gotten a little cutty there.
I'd be so heated.
I'd be pissed too.
There we go, you little.
Both men going back and forth.
Also, a fall can count anywhere.
Oh, listen, this crowd is adding so much to this, and they don't even know it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
No. Back body drop.
And Edward Dusk has just landed on that stage.
His Monday is going to be very interesting after that.
Bellowing, hollering from up here.
Facts.
The amount of pain that Dusk is in right now. Look at him. He looks like he's trying to crawl to safety. This is a real momentum shift here for Adam Brooks if he's able to compose himself and take advantage.
Remember, the sacrament is there.
Just the shape Brooks is in is just criminally still here.
But Adam Brooks can do the exact same thing. A tremendous DDT from the outside. Brooksy goes for the cover. This could be it. For a second there, for a split second, it looked.
But you can also see like how much more polished Dusk is now, as from what we saw in the first match to now. Just like the evolution has been great.
And Edward Dusk knowing, just getting that reprieve on the outside, where again, if he can rest there as long as he wants, there are no countouts tonight in this match, or in the sacrament.
Oh, no, he sidestepped him.
And again, Adam Brooks charging.
No, he hit him with a bloody tin.
Oh, I missed the 10.
Garbage lid. Yeah, it's hard to see with the lighting.
Don't hit the guardrail.
If Edward Dusk wins this, he takes Adam Brooks out of the ballroom brawl. A match that Adam Brooks has won in the
I
past.
forgot. Now I'm about to start selling the
Has meant
guardrail.
So much for Brooksy in the past. Won the ballroom brawl. Finally became MCW champion. He wants to repeat that in 2023.
I mean, you have to wonder, all the other competitors in the ballroom brawl, you might actually be rooting for Dusk in this scenario.
Exactly. Take out a former winner, a veteran.
And at the same time, no disqualification in the brawl.
They are
what would Edward Dusk have in
setting the table here.
Oh boy, what has he got in store right now?
Dusk setting up a table outside the ring.
He's a pretty sick guy. Who knows what he's thinking here?
He's just stalking Brooksy at the moment.
I think it's great to me
The
that
table, which is
in modern wrestling now, or independent wrestling now, we've strayed away from the tables and we've started using door slabs.
because you can't buy them anymore.
Yeah.
At least in Australia, you cannot buy tables anymore.
Again, just turning a household
wild.
item.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
annoying.
if any tables got broken, we have to now like rip the legs off them, so we can try and find bits of wood we can put across the table, across the legs, to make them look like tables now, because you just can't buy them.
They're very
You can buy
sporadic here.
tables, but
Yeah,
you can
it's like
you can
wrist
buy
tape for
tables.
ages. We couldn't find wrist tape anywhere.
But you can buy the tables that look like the tables, they're just not the right ones, and you're gonna get hurt.
No,
You go through.
yeah, they're the ones you'll actually crack a rib if you go through them.
Door slabs sound so much better, though. I hate to say it. That might be a hot take, but if you get through that hollow core slab, you got the crack on both sides of it, it can sound really good.
Yeah, but you've also got very limited ways to set that up.
Yep. I've
Like
seen
with a table, you can put it in the corner as well as set it up, and
I've seen people use chairs for the legs.
Yeah.
I saw an
but still, that's
innovative.
like the chairs aren't that high.
Oh, I saw an
The chairs
innovative.
aren't that high, and you can't really secure it. So sometimes I'll just slide the hell off.
I saw an innovative indie the other day where the 6-man, 2 of the partners were on all fours. They put the table across both their backs and puts their the door slab and power bomb somebody through it. I said, if it works, man, if it works.
Give him some grief there. Looking very laboured in his
Oh,
Oh, got a
slip.
slippage.
Adam Brooks hurt, still not enough of the poison rana, the momentum.
Good clothesline.
But you saw he
Nope,
wasn't
right
able
back
to
on
get
track.
all of it, was he? Instead of it,
Oh!
driving impactful move like that. Dusk
Oh,
was
my
able to go
neck.
through and then counter. And look at the ascendancy here, move after move after move.
That spinning fisherman suplex, just dropping out.
He's getting way more methodical with his move set and his selection of when he's laying his shit out.
His lower back.
Yeah,
Both men
yeah.
have just gone through a war at the moment.
That all comes with reps too, doesn't it?
We're seeing here from the sold-out Thornbury Theatre, the Sacrament, your main event tonight.
Everything legal. Everything you see.
The good thing about it is, like, now people have probably forgotten that table's sitting on the outside.
Oh no, Edward Dusk in no man's land. We've seen this before from Brooks.
Until they're reminded.
Well, that was a desperation counter there.
Bit of smack talking there from Edward Dusk.
And that's what I love about Edward.
Yeah, I bet you the visuals on the chairs in the ring. I bet you that's where the attention's gonna be at. Like they got the chair bridge set up there as well.
He can picture what move could be coming.
And at the time, I think this was the biggest match in Dusk's career. Like working someone like Brooksy, especially in MCW, because Brooksy, like MCW is Brooksy's house.
Brooksy would be all over it.
You're right, and there is nothing normal about what we are seeing right now.
Now the clock still runs. The Sacrament continues.
I would almost venture to say getting in there with a Brooks or Brooksy's partner. I forget his name right. He just said it a second ago.
Rocky
Monero and
Rocky.
Yes, and some of those names like they're like getting in the ring with them. Period. If anyone had the opportunity to, like, that would have to be a pinnacle moment because those are bona fide legends of Australian wrestling.
Well, Bobby's done it.
Brooksy,
Bobby's
that was
worked
fun.
Brooksy.
Yeah, I saw him.
I can't wrestle Rocky. He's banned me for life.
That's fair. It's because we're friends.
Nah, it's because I
Not
laugh.
Rocky and me, not you and me.
No, I mean, so they announced Rocky for the show, and that one guy would yell that, "Who the fuck's that?" And I laughed. Didn't realize he's behind me the whole time.
Oh.
Dusk in the nick of time.
That was rough.
And once again, Brooksy's back is just going to be absolute mush.
And again, signature offense from Adam Brooks, scouted by Edward Dusk. He knew the Swanton could be coming.
Then I'll hit me Swanee and we'll go home.
And he had just enough in him to get out the way.
Too real. It's too real.
Oh, really, it really was. We had a match against him at Wide Bay, like top tier against Renegade and Brooksy. And Brooksy's like, oh, me back's not feeling too good, so I mightn't do the Swanee. I might just do a elbow or something like that. I'll tell you how I feel when I'm out there. So we get out there and the match is going on, and the crowd was really, really loud. And he goes, like, it was one part where I'm choking him, and he goes, Toddy, I'm feeling good. Tell the boys it's a Swanee. So I had to run around and tell everyone what was going on.
You take out Brooksy's ability to fly and deliver that swanton.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have done anything, Todd. Let him find out.
No, because they're my guys. I gotta let them know. If it was you, it would have been a mystery.
Look at it.
Still with the elbow, Bob.
Wouldn't matter anyway. Too thick to be hurt.
Dusk removing the whole fucking. Excuse me.
Because A, he can use it as a weapon, and B, it takes a weapon away from Brooksy.
Yeah, it's smart.
I remember, I think it's Mick Moretti did it once in a match against Robbie Eagles.
Yeah.
mentioned it earlier, Lindsay.
Smart.
Cuts him down. Cuts the biggest arsenal he has, which is aerial attacks.
Yeah, that's someone, like, you talk about someone who's cerebral. Like, Mick Moretti is a cerebral wrestler.
If he can
Yeah.
do this to one of the veterans, what can he do to the whole locker room?
Oh,
Look at the level of disrespect there. You mentioned how much of a veteran Brooksy is. Dust doesn't care. He's treating him like a...
His cockiness, he's got him trapped. He's taking away his advantage.
I was about to say, Dusk is
Ugh.
looking like the veteran here tonight.
Brooksy doesn't know what to do.
Normally, after a move like that, he would.
Yeah, see?
oh, look at that.
But he can't.
Oh, you can see that knee is still really bothering him as well. He's looking under the ring now. I'm not sure what for.
How's Brooksy going to fly?
With a ladder.
I'll tell you how he's going to fly.
Ah, there you go.
And I think they're still very faithful.
It's a perfectly good pole he could jump on.
Oh, they popped huge when they realized he had a ladder.
And of course, if there's one weapon Adam Brooks is familiar with, we've seen him in ladder matches in the past.
Well, I think the month before he'd taken a bump off the balcony there.
Yeah. Also, just to put this in perspective as well, that was a very good, very well paced story to tell why they brought the ladder out instead of just
Oh,
bringing it
yeah.
out.
Because there's no other reason to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Edward Dusk goes to meet him up on the ladder.
Both men up top now in a precarious position.
Yeah, they're both in no man's land right now.
Talk about high stakes. It
There's
doesn't
no
have
top
to
rope
be
to catch him.
Good bump.
Oh!
There is no room to land. There is no room to land there.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm thinking Brooksy's thinking right now. Brooksy's like, ah, fuck, I've got nowhere to go.
Fuck did that?
Oh, he rolled under the ropes too.
Very smart by Dusk.
Edward Dusk flipping off Adam Brooks. Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, the table.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what's he thinking?
Oh,
Oh! Damn. That is move of the night so far.
Through the table to the floor. Oh my goodness.
Don't say 2 counts. Don't say 2 counts. Say 2 counts.
That was a super duper
Okay.
caduper fucking Canadian destroyer.
If they're conscious, do they surrender?
Yeah, it's an atomic destroyer.
His shoulder was up. It must have been the way perhaps that Dusk landed.
Go for a
they're coming
pinfall.
out. Oh,
No, are you fucking kidding me?
Dusk has somehow managed to dig deep.
And again, normally the referee would have the discretion to call a match. Not tonight. It's
A
the
kick
fact
out.
that if both
How do you top that?
This match is still going.
Guess we'll find out, eh?
I guess we
Yeah, you're
will.
about to find out.
he's not surrendering, but he's
There's one thing I know about this match is I know how it ends.
Dusk has realized.
These guys are smart enough not to blow their load right here.
Now Edward Dusk could be looking for a bit of a breather here. Both men
Oh, he's going after him.
into the crowd.
Goes Brooksy.
It's good, but I like the idea of the Dust has been like he was killing people with this the sacrament and stuff like that. And this is him trying to retreat from his own thing now.
I was just thinking that. Something
Like he can
similar
just bit
to
off
that.
more than he can chew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see GM Rocky Monero out here.
It's a nice little undertone to the overall story.
Just below us out of commentary nest here. They might be making their
It's
way
a perfect sort of story with the like your super villains and stuff like that, where they're getting beaten at their own games. They try to retreat.
Oh, right into the wall.
Both men here at the stairwell up to our commentary position.
Oh shit, we're going up to the crow's nest.
Right. I'm getting out the way.
The fight continues. The sacrament continues.
Great place to be.
And again, the sacrament, the fight can go anywhere, including
Getting out the way.
up here.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Jesus.
It's a
my God, both men just tearing up our commentary position.
I'm terrified right now, gentlemen, about what both these men have in store here. We're in a very dangerous position here.
What is Brooks?
You can hear that thud off the table. Jesus.
Right here, within touching distance right now. Dusk looking all out of shot. Oh, careful, Brooksy. Careful, Brooksy. What on earth
What is going on?
Both men up on our
What the
commentary
fuck are
table,
they about to
above
do
the
here?
balcony, above the crowd here at the Thornbury Theatre.
What on earth is he thinking?
Oh, no. No, this has gone too far.
Ugh.
What's that?
And the Sacramento's over.
Oh, that's fuck. I forgot about that rule.
Regulations are rules.
So what happens now?
Yeah.
Bro.
When the sacrament ends, when the thingy
The Sacramento.
thingy ends. Oh! When the hourglass runs out, it's not the end of the match. It's just normal rules go back into effect.
Someone get a doctor.
Brooksy's almost smiling.
Brooksy isn't moving.
It's Jeff Hardy spot.
That would be a smile of. That'd be a smile going, thank fuck that's over. I want a beer.
Adam Brooks isn't moving. Rocky Monero, Edwin Lade just checking on Adam. Oh, come on, what's...
Oh, he's going to count him out. Oh, my God. Please tell me that's the finish.
Gentlemen, as the sacrament has ended, regulation rules now apply.
What's regulation rules at this point? What is even happening?
Regulation rules. Hang on.
I mean, I guess that means that Dusk can't use his toys. That's why
He's
he's
count him. Ref, count him. Do your job.
Is that Rocky there? Check it on him.
Yeah. Rocky was the jam at the time. Well, he still
Yeah,
is, but
good.
yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Good effects.
I suppose what we
regulation
saw happen, yeah.
Who cares about regulation rules? What about Brooksy? Yeah, I don't think Brooksy's not well.
Rocky Monero checking on Adam Brooks. Jay Andrews as well, the MCW.
Oh, this is fantastic.
They're getting out a backboard for him.
We're getting security
Jay
clearing
Andrews
a
and
path.
Rocky Monero checking on him here.
Edwin Lay up to 6 on the count. Edward Dusk, no
Doesn't matter.
regard for his
Doesn't
opponent.
matter.
Oh, well, I don't know.
We're gonna need some help with Brooksy. I think there's a stretcher coming out.
I mean, we still need to know who's going into the... Oh, there we go.
That's it. What a finish. I like that.
Yeah.
Here is your
I fucking
smart.
like that. That was very smart.
your winner, the eternal Edward Dusk.
Well, with the announcement there, Edward Dusk is moving on to the ballroom brawl, but for now, Adam Brooks
Oh, dude.
loaded up on a stretcher.
I can see that he's talking. At least there's a...
Oh, and he shoves the referee. Oh.
I know Edward Dusk has won. I know Dusk, get good on your Dusk, but like someone needs to really look at Brooksy.
That was great. That was fucking
It's
great.
not often you can do a count. It's not often you can do a count out in the main event and it still be a good finish that the crowd enjoy.
That was smart. Such a smart character move.
After the sacrament.
Protects Brooksy too. Doesn't take a pin. But sets
Yes.
the stage for other things too. That was an intelligent
We've all known
finish.
Brooksy for a long time.
I like that
considering
for that
brand.
match.
I've
I don't know
never
if
seen him
Johnson's
like
still in
this.
chat. I don't know if John would like that. I think he'd like that too.
Builds Dusk stock up real well here too.
Oh yeah, different layers are being added to the overall character from the first match that we've seen through now this match. They even showed a more, to me, a more menacing and kind of sadistic mentality than I'd seen in the previous matches. Like everything he did was malicious and had intent.
It was every match it shows he has the sadistic side, but it's like it's practically almost like he shows in these sort of matches how far he's willing to go with that.
Absolutely. The next match is that Wrestle Rampage match. It's that full show. The timestamp
Yep.
on that is 22 minutes 52 seconds.
22 minutes and 52 seconds.
I am very impressed with what I've seen so far. And I've saw a handful of Dusk. Like I said, since we've been diving into the independent scene, I've probably seen 2 or 3 matches. And it was always enough to make me want to see a little bit more. But this has been fantastic. This run and the opponents and the storytelling has been fucking great.
Yeah.
All right, let me
This
know.
guy, you're about to. Huh?
I was about to say, let me know when you guys were at the time mark, and we'll get it going.
I'm good to go. Sorry to put a fan on. It's getting pretty hot here.
No worries, man. I got it. All right, let's get started in 3, 2, 1, play. This is coming to us from Wrestle Rampage. Link will be down below. And when I saw the opponent, I'm not gonna lie, I clapped inside. I went, "Yay!" Matt Hayter is the opponent here, and if anybody down in Australia knows by any of our shows, I love me some Matt Hayter. I've told this story several times. I'll tell you now because Todd's on here with us. When I knew we made it in Australia was when Matt Hayter sent me a video DM of him watching one of our shows talking about him. It was on a Stairmaster. It was fucking hilarious.
Well, if you know Matt, if there's one thing Matt loves, it's Matt. So
Yeah.
he's gonna he's gonna notice when someone watches him.
I spoke to his partner because he wasn't at the show she was on last year. And I told her, like, "Oh, can you give Matt a message for me?" He's like, "Oh, sure. What is that? Go fuck yourself." And, her response was, "Yeah, I get those a lot."
Yeah, well.
I love me some Matt Hayter. I think he's such a great athlete and tremendous in the ring.
Love his cockiness.
Oh, if you'd seen how much he turned himself around too.
Yeah, we should play early Hayter matches.
Oh, mate, he would kill you if you did that. Like far out. He had he had a nickname. Well, he has a nickname for himself back then. He used to call himself Fat Hayter because he was a big boy. He was a big boy, and now the shape that he's in now, it's amazing to see what he's done.
You know what's weird about it's because back then when he was in that shape was around the time I just came into wrestling as well, and I hadn't heard about him. And I heard good things, so it was definitely someone a lot of people saw good things in him even when he was like that. There he is. Look at him.
Well, as because I used to help book Riot City, I was just like, this guy's got everything. He just needs to get himself into some shape. If he gets himself into some shape, you can do something with him. And then he really did work on it. He really looks after himself.
He's just got he's got something
he's got personality he's got personality out of every pore of his body. So I was like, and that's half the battle when it comes to wrestling.
Absolutely.
And it was funny. I had to be on him so much because he used to work for PWSA or Snake Pit Pro Wrestling, which is a smaller promotion in Adelaide. And he was just afraid to leave it. And I had to be on him and on him and on him. It was like, talk to the boys at Riot City. I've already messaged them. They know about you. You just have to talk to them, and they'll have you come in. You just need to do that. You need to make the leap. Because once you do, you won't look back because you'll get that chance to show people how good you are.
What was quite wild too is when he finally debuted on Riot City and did the super kick. I remember we were at a show at a locker room and it happened. Everyone was pulling up the clip going, look, he's on the fucking show now.
Yeah, I was actually down there for that show. I was visiting.
Yeah,
and Creed pulled me, Chris Basso pulled me aside. He goes, Hayter, what do you think? Should we debut him tonight? I was like, yes, I've been fucking on you about this for ages. Use this kid. He's like, this is my plan. What do you think?
Habit, right?
That's good. Do that. Yeah. Because him and Zach are behind the scenes. are great friends. It's like if you're going to introduce him with someone who will help him get over. Yeah.
Like just a really good way to start too. Also, once again, like when I was saying about me being this goofball versus wrestling this dude who's a maniac, same sort of dynamic here. You got this guy who's clearly just all showboating, and you got Dusk who's just a monster. What's to tear him apart?
He's very like babyface Shawn Michaels in the 90s.
Yeah. Oh, so good. I like Dusk's different gear as well. I don't know if anyone's noticed that, but he has different gears for different types of matches.
The red.
I remember when we wrestled, he actually asked like what color I was wearing, because he wanted to make sure he was wearing a color that didn't conflict with it, but also showed there was an opposite.
Smart man.
He's just on everything.
Sadly, that is probably true.
Including Hayter's head right here with the side headlock.
This is a very different match for the stuff that Wrestle Rampage normally put on. Wrestle Rampage is very much a Japanese wrestling inspired company, so they're very like hard style, blah blah. Not a lot in the way of like flamboyance, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So the fans are getting to see something different here, which is always good.
You see how he kicked the dirt on him and Hayter kicked.
I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, man, do you think? That was fantastic. A little nuance. Oh, he got tripped there, too.
Oh, and the trip.
Oh, nice hurricane runner.
Very nice.
Look at it. Just the Hayter being Hayter. I remember the first couple of matches I saw, I couldn't stand Hayter. Couldn't stand him. And then he grew on me. And I was like, I fucking love this guy. He's great.
Yeah. He's like a fungus. He grows on you.
You know, part of it is it's just so goddamn entertaining. When you just sitting down and watching his stuff, it doesn't matter what kind of match he's in. He's entertaining. Like that is half the battle. And if you can entertain the masses, you're well on your way. I hate that.
Yeah. There was a promotion. There was a promotion up here a while ago called Valhalla Pro.
Mm-hmm.
And I was managing Jake Nova at the time, and he came up for a show, and we like, because we were good mates before, we sort of like hung out backstage. We kept trying to convince the promoter to put us into a faction, and he's like, I can't do it because you guys will just take over the fucking show. Oh, that's not fun. He just kept doing it all the time. We try and find ways to involve each other in our matches. Oh,
nicely done by Dusk right there.
Good.
That was smart.
Very good.
Using the ring as a fucking weapon.
Very good. Love those types of moves. Yeah, see, the Wrestle Rampage in Adelaide is very much the rival to, well, not rival, but like rival to Riot City. Like two very different types of sort of wrestling. When you watch the different, you can sort of see by the way this is sort of lit and all of that sort of thing. It's very much like a New Japan strong style type of a company, whereas Riot City is more of your all round like WWE-ish type product, which is great. I love the fact that like in a town, because Adelaide's not a big town, but I love the fact that you can go in Adelaide and see two totally sort of different style shows. It gives you a chance to like. It's not so much, you don't really have so much the tribalism. Used to back in the day when I worked for Riot City, there was very much tribalism between the two. Like you couldn't work for the other company if you worked for Riot City. You couldn't work for Rampage if you worked for RC Dub. Now that's all loosened up.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
talked about that last week actually with Havoc. How he sort of kickstarted that slightly in a way.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
there was like it was always like. I mean, to be fair, it did make it a sort of a special thing when somebody did crossover. Because I've told you before, Bobby, back in the day when I was managing Chris Basso, we did a crossover with Rampage where we went over there for one match against Damian Slater.
Yeah.
And we walked out the curtain, and the first thing some fan reached over and just screamed in Chris and my face, like, I don't know who the fuck you guys are. Like, okay, this is going to be fun.
Responding with I don't
Oh,
either.
yeah.
Nice by Hayter.
It's all right, mate. You don't know who your mum is.
I don't know who you are, bruh.
I loved how Hayter went right back to the neck and is continuing going to the neck after that move from Dusk using the ropes.
Oh, neck snap.
Oh!
Oh.
Little combat character.
I just had flashbacks to fucking No Holds Barred and Hulk Hogan and Zeus right there.
Zeus.
Oh,
Oh, nice counter.
That's actually genius. I've kind of never seen that done. Really, I have no doubt Hayter can do the splits. Just put it
Yeah, I like that. I haven't seen that before, I don't think.
Little doubt. He looks like a splits guy. He definitely looks like a splits
Yeah,
guy.
good. Like back lariat.
Nicely done.
Going for a high angle backdrop.
Like Hayter how he kicks his legs in that back suplex like he's trying to get out.
Mm.
I like the pugnacious and viciousness right now that Dusk is showing on that neck. He's not letting up. He has found the body part, if you will. Ooh.
Oh, that first one looked rough.
Uh-huh.
Mm. I think it was rough. That's why he turned his head on the others.
Yeah. Oh, he realized how close it was to his jaw.
Yeah. He's going, oh, fuck me. I'm turning that. Mm.
Oh, down the back.
Tried to go for it.
Mm.
Nice.
Whoa.
Still selling the neck.
Oh, yes.
Oh, very nice.
Right back to the neck, too.
I like the cover and suck the neck at the same time.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to let go of the head to cover to hook the leg.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a bad Mad Hater match yet at all. And right now, the same can be said about Mr. Dusk. These matches have all been really solid. Every one of them. Oh!
Very good.
Nice. Oh, he just barely
Oh,
kicked.
good kick out.
Yeah. Good timing. Oh, I think Edward's starting to get a little frustrated here.
Versus Link, tag team partners, former tag team partners, going 1-1. But for now, is either Matt Hayter, Edward Dusk. Edward Dusk has him sized up, scouted.
Oh, no.
Wicked end.
This could be the wicked end right now.
Wait a minute.
Oh, he
Uh-oh.
Victory roll.
No.
No. So close, 2.5.
DDT.
Stop. Off the rope.
Nice.
DDT. Wait a minute. Pulling for the crowd.
A little bit of extra.
Hayter. High risk.
Beautiful
Moonsault. Nicely done.
Beautiful.
Down. 1, 2. Oh, my goodness. Shoulder barely coming up. Edward Dusk says no.
He's like, no.
Instinct from Dusk. a series by Matt Hayter there, ending in a beautiful moonsault. High arching moonsault.
You don't know. It could be a pinched nerve, could be a muscle tweak, but either way.
We're all into this shit. we're all watching this intently.
Surely will hit.
Ignore the pain.
Still selling the neck too.
Crowd involved.
Go
Counting
straight
it out.
for it. Dusk has no idea where he is.
Super kick. Oh, he's missed.
No.
Taking him by the legs, roll him over.
Roll through. Oh!
I heard him yell at her, "Come on!"
Didn't quite notice.
Now.
Mhm.
Oh!
He got him with the low blow. The referee didn't see it. Oh,
Edward Dusk taking an opportunity. Good God!
my goodness.
Oh, that's it.
Shambles by the
One.
referee.
It's over.
Put on the rope.
What
Put
a
on the rope.
win! He pulled the feet
Oh!
off the ropes.
Love it.
Yeah, good.
Gives Matt an out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, I can hardly blame the referee there. Dusted everything right.
Oh, he's
there,
not
but
done.
Good grief.
He's choking Hayter.
I think he overcompensated. He missed the pin. So he quickly ran in and Dusk gave him a slap.
What a match! That was great.
And I just feel like,
Yeah.
credit to Michael Jamison. You're not gonna
It was good because there's two guys that are like really hitting their strides when it comes to like in their career.
Mm-hmm.
able to get the low blow, wasn't able to see it. And sometimes you got to wonder, there's that.
Oh, Dust signaling for the championship or a championship.
Just slapping him. He's a tougher guy than that, Michael Jamison. He's been around.
All right, I went ahead and pause that, and we'll get into to our next one. We're down to our last two, guys. This is.
I didn't realize we'd fill out 2 hours so easily.
I mean, we've kind of pitched back and forth. The matches were about 2 hours. We're right at 2 hours, and that's why I was like, I love this. It was like, not kidding. It was like about right at 2 hours. This is Dusk and it taking on Lucky, which I'm not sure who that is just yet.
Lucky O'Leary.
Barry
Lucky O'Leary.
And it is a beat the clock challenge match. Let's go ahead and get her going in 3, 2, 1, play.
This contest will be a 10-minute beat the clock challenge.
Now this was on their high stakes show, which is like every match is like a spin the wheel, make the deal. Every match was like that. So they didn't know what the match tip was going to be until they got in the ring.
To kick the night off in a beat the clock challenge. Lucky O'Leary and Edward Dusk locking it up. And here we go. We can see the timer there. And again, we've seen Edward Dusk go the limit in some of those sacrament matches, Nims. He's pushed the limit. He's
Yeah.
well beyond 10.
O'Leary was like a
For a man who loves inflicting
child star in Australia. He was on like a soap opera called Neighbours for a bit when he was younger.
Giving Lucky the clean break there, telling him to
And then got into the wrestling biz.
And then got into the wrestling biz. He's in great shape too. He's another guy that in a couple of years I think they'll start talking about as being like one of the really good workers.
attributes, similar height, similar weight, similar strength and speed. Oh, Dusk not even flinching.
In fact,
I like that. I like that by Dusk.
I don't think Lucky O'Leary would like to get in the face of Edward Dusk. A knife edge chop by Dusk.
This is where like in MCW at the moment, Dusky sort of made sort of like a face turn now. So he's sort of like in the good guy, and then Lucky is the cocky heel. So
Edward Dusk just laying that massive chop in.
Hasn't really changed his torturous way. It's just more like a, you know me kind of thing.
yeah,
Now, was this one of the? Was it?
that's what you should do though. As a fucking
Was there an actual turn? Or
Nah,
was
this
it
was
an
the sacrament.
Was it like an organic
It was
crowd?
It was like an organic turn. Yeah.
I like it.
The crowd just started cheering for him for the fact that, oh, we might as well go with it. We can't really fight this.
I mean, you know what they used to say: if you can't beat them, join them. So the crowd couldn't beat him, so they had to join him. He won. He won the game.
Well, it was the same thing with Austin.
Yes,
Like
exactly.
they started cheering for Steve, so they had to turn him. And Austin's the perfect example because you don't change what you do; you just change who you do it to.
When the content's good, you can make it a face.
Thinking wicket end early, and that's a smart game plan.
But O'Leary powers out of that one. Floats to the outside, hangs onto the apron.
Oh.
Quick little guillotine to Edward Dusk as O'Leary looks to capitalize. He goes off the top rope.
Beautiful back elbow off the top, and every
Nice.
Capitalize.
Every pinfall is going to matter. We've already gone down almost 3 minutes so far.
There's the frustration a little bit from O'Leary.
3 minutes down, 10, or excuse me.
O'Leary too.
But he's in control and really
O'Leary too is one of the other ones that's out of the PCW Academy as well.
It is a beat the clock challenge.
Well, now where's PCW at
O'Leary
exactly?
needs to stop time wasting here, if anything, because that's what happens.
It's like I'm not really good with Melbourne, but it's like if you're in Australia, it's around Dandenong area, so it's like not in the centre of Melbourne, sort of like one of the outer suburbs. Whereas MCW is very much Melbourne.
Okay. I haven't heard of PCW before, so not to sound ignorant by any means, but I really enjoy finding other federations and other organizations or indies, if you will, because everybody's got.
They probably run. Yeah, they probably run the most of, say, near on any promotion in the country because they run like weekly shows.
Yeah, slam shows.
Like every Thursday night, I think it is. Yeah, slam shows. They're academy shows. They run every Thursday night. Yeah, Roberto.
Yeah, he got on. He said it was really good. Good production, good everything.
Oh yeah.
O'Leary with the headlock, trying to wear down Edward Dusk, but he's also wearing down the clock as we approach the 5-minute mark.
There you go.
Edward Dusk fighting back, being willed by the fans in the Thornbury Theatre. Lucky O'Leary silences them.
Keeping control there. That was
What was the beat the clock for? I can't remember.
It was the high stakes, so it was like a spin the wheel, make the deal step.
Yeah, so this is the race to beat the time.
I think it's like 10 minutes.
Get the best time.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
10 minutes, that's a perfect time for a match.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm telling you.
What are the odds?
Definitely has the upper hand.
I love that 10 to 13 was my little sweet spot when back in my day. I never like to overstay the welcome. I mean, I could do 30, 45 and have done 30, 45, but I've learned that if you can get it done in that amount of time. And it was like we saw in the first match tonight. That went 9 minutes, and it was highly entertaining, and it didn't feel like 9 minutes, right? I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. When I worked with Chris Basso, I managed him for a while. We were booking the shows as well, so everyone had like 8 to 10, like 10 to 12, like 20 minutes. Then we always had 12 plus. We just really didn't know what we were going to do when we got out there. Like 12 plus.
Yep.
And a brilliant drop toe hold by Lucky O'Leary.
Oh, good.
Edward Dusk into that second turnbuckle. This could be the opening that he's after. As we're under 4 minutes.
Shout out, John. I see you back in chat.
Dusk kicking out.
Time is against their side. Both competitors here.
and what's our GM, Rocky Monero, going to think? What are the Icons going to think if neither man can pick up a win here? If neither man can beat the clock?
Well, the fate of Ballroom Brawl.
Well, what happens if they don't beat the clock here? What are the stakes?
That's what they just said. I think this might have been something for
backwards and right.
Ballroom brawl,
Straight to the face
actually,
of
if I remember
Edward Dusk.
rightly.
It's a shootout.
Like if you won it, you got put into their Royal Rumble show.
Oh, Edward Dusk, he's still got the fight in
Love
him.
that little faint punch right there.
He's a great striker, a great
That's
technician in the
fantastic.
ring.
So we're gonna miss.
Still got something left in the tank. Still thinking front suplex. Dusk.
Massive clothesline by Edward Dusk onto Lucky O'Leary and brings him down.
Just hucking himself with that back elbow into O'Leary. We are getting down to the wire though, Nims. Almost 2 minutes left on the clock.
A huge clothesline from Edward Dusk knocks Lucky O'Leary.
Hey, I got
onto
about
his
2.5
back.
minutes, man. That's an eternity, though, inside that ring.
Only 2 minutes left.
Dusk looks to put him away. O'Leary reverses.
Ooh.
Massive knee there from O'Leary.
Good.
Caught Dusk right on the chin, but Dusk fires back. German suplex.
Got him.
Dusk has him set up. This is it. The wicked end, and oh no!
Perfect bar for O'Leary right
Roll
there.
stun, yes.
Finishes it for Edward Dusk, but Lucky O'Leary,
Arm reach. Good.
with a stroke of luck, just rolls out of the ring.
There's a lot of the thing about like, yeah, his gimmick too being Lucky O'Leary, that like he always seems to fall or something like that, just in a lucky position, so he can't get counted or he can't get like. That's what I like about it. Like, there's a little bit of thought behind it. It's not just the name.
And again, Edward Dusk.
Someone goes to hit
destiny into his own hands,
springboard and they
throwing
slip off
his
or something like that.
Throwing O'Leary back into the ring where
Yeah.
he can pick up the victory. Oh, small package from Lucky. Dusk kicking out.
Lucky pin.
There's Edward Dusk.
Oh, with a cutter.
Big cutter onto Lucky O'Leary's. Dusk goes for the cover.
This is going to be it.
No, he's... O'Leary's foot's on the ropes. O'Leary just
Lucky foot on the
His
rope.
foot just happens to land on the rope.
Referee Dylan
Yeah.
pulled that up.
And it also landed.
So
because
good.
Dusk
Coming
pulled-
in handy.
he didn't even do it. Dusk pulled him
Yeah.
up and his foot
Dusk
went up with
setting
it.
for the wicked
Yeah.
end now.
No, O'Leary reverses it. It's a cradle. We can have it now.
Beautiful reversal there from O'Leary, but he still couldn't get the win.
We are under a minute left in this match.
Oh, Lucky fires back with that twisting.
Definitely
suplex.
wrestles like a WWE wrestler.
And
You
Dusk
know what I
kicks
mean?
out.
Yeah,
The clock is
Yeah.
fast ticking. 45 seconds left in this match.
Don't waste time,
that's the
Lucky.
that's
Don't
again that's the
waste it.
PC dub training. They're all the fundamentals are so good for him.
O'Leary with a knee.
Both men trading strikes, kick, knee. Neither man can get that clothesline. Oh,
Nice series.
Edward Dusk has
That's a
less
knockout
than
punch.
30 seconds to win this match.
Can he
gonna
do
have to
it?
hit
20 seconds.
Setting up for the wicked end.
Yeah.
And this is going to do it in the center of the ring.
It does.
Edward Dusk.
There we go.
stands tall.
Much
Good
fun,
match.
but-
Your winner, the Eternal Edward.
There wasn't very much time.
Edward Dusk able to beat the clock. Edward Dusk able to overcome the Lucky One. And he
Good
gets
stuff
that
right
destiny
there.
into his hands and gain that momentum heading into Ballroom Brawl.
What'd you think about it, Bobby?
You'll notice too is Edward Dusk did
I like
that
it.
all
I loved all of
over the
it.
ring. No weapons.
I think it was a good, like, sort of
None of
high
the
stakes.
sadistic
Not even
sort
taking
of
the fucking name out of the show, but it was good.
Yeah.
Trying to beat the clock.
paper cuts.
Makes it seem like there was a lot. Like, I mean, because look, let me honest, like, wrestling matches usually go for about 10 or even less than 10 minutes, but with that timer going off, brought out a lot more urgency to that time, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
They also
That's the thing too. Like he did it without doing the shortcuts that he would normally do in the other matches because he doesn't have to now. He's a babyface.
Yeah,
He's just a
and
better
that's the best
wrestler.
part. The best part too is like Dusk with his character still selling that frustration of the timer running out while trying to wrestle this dude who also seems to just be falling into lucky steps, really, isn't it?
Yeah. I hit him with his finisher and he just happens to bump to the outside. Like I
Yeah.
hook his leg and his leg just happens to land on the fucking rope. Like how lucky can this dude keep getting?
Yeah.
Our main event of the show. This is our last one. Ricky South and Dusk, and this is like it's MCW Vendetta.
He knew he had to put on some extra weight to take on a man.
Yeah, this is from just the other week.
There's that power of Ricky South.
And Ricky South is definitely one of the biggest names here.
Well, he just spat all over Edward, and that's that corner of fuck around and find out, and now he's finding out what happens.
Playing Ricky South, he used to be this very flamboyant style wrestler. It was a very catchy, very good character. Then when he turned heel, he turned into basically your old school serious wrestler. Doesn't want to deal with the nonsense of pro wrestling.
Yeah, calls himself the example.
Yeah.
South with the power, beautiful reversal there. Normally you'll see an Irish.
But Ricky's someone who I've said on like our shows before that if I had to build a company, I'd build it around this guy, just because of how good he is. He can do anything you need.
High praises.
And he's a massive dude. He's a massive dude. Like, he doesn't really do him justice, but like you get up next to him, you're like, holy shit, this guy's big.
You forget how big he is until you're next to him, talking to him.
Yeah. He's like Mark Davis. Mark Davis is the same. You forget how big Mark is until he's right up next to you.
Yeah. Also, for a tall guy and big guy, Ricky South is super duper deceptively agile.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Edward Dusk is being dealt some huge amount of punishment from Ricky South.
Hands like fucking frying pans too.
Yeah. He's got that Japanese influence to him.
Ricky South flat onto his back.
It almost charges Edward Dusk up. He gets off on it. For every 3, he returns back with one even stronger.
As you mentioned, as long as there is a breath in Edward Dusk's body, he will continue to fight. This is a man that
This has been
commend this match, Bob.
This has been a great show. Tremendous action tonight.
with Edward Dusk, if his opponent gets hurt, that's just a happy bye.
Oh.
What's good about this too is these two have never faced each other before as well.
Both of these men are going to be very hurt by the end of this battle.
Ooh.
Beautiful cravat.
And he's Ricky South is like the top guy from Sydney, like one of the biggest top names from Sydney. He's wrestling one of this guy is probably the future top name of Melbourne, so it has a lot of merit to the match.
Mm.
Oof.
Theater and MCW faithful try to will
Ugh.
for the rope break.
Oh.
Beautiful spinning neck breaker.
Very good.
Ricky South goes for the cover.
Just a 2. I like how Ricky is staying on top of him. He's not giving him any room to breathe. Looks like he's done his homework.
I just like too how he uses like an old school cravat instead of like a headlock or anything like that. Just like an old school.
He's Euro
wrestling.
stopping. He's just doing normal
Just
wrestling
dragging
moves
him
just from
around.
behind. Yeah. Like he's just doing normal old school moves, clotheslines, lariats, right? He's just doing it from behind him, and it looks unique.
He can't be thinking pole driver off the corner.
Aiming for that neck.
We know Edward Dusk can take punishment. I don't think anyone can take that.
Oof.
Dusk is fighting back. Edward Dusk.
Edward Dusk desperately fighting back.
And Ricky's also someone that like being in the ring with him, Dusk will learn so much.
Yeah.
Offense from anywhere around the ring. So many tricks up his sleeve. Such a huge arsenal.
Edward Dusk.
Got the crowd in the palm of his hand right now.
Yeah.
He's got Ricky South rocked on the corner there.
A big superplex attempt. Can Dusk get him over?
Oh!
Yes, he does.
Oof.
Massive show of power there from the eternal Edward Dusk.
Oof.
Becoming eternal is what it's all about. if Edward Dusk can pick up a win, continue to build
Can
momentum.
Dusk do something with it now? That's the million-dollar question.
Giant superplex.
Mm.
Got two men this big up on the corner.
He's got to stay away from the power game.
I was just about to say, he needs to get the crowd into this.
Yeah.
As he invites Ricky South for a beating.
I like the story I like about this match is Dusk's used to being the big bad fucking bad guy who tears you apart. And now you got Ricky who's also exactly what he was to those faces he was facing them.
Fuck taking those chops though. Saying. Good.
Oh!
Beautiful brain buster from Dusk.
Dusk goes for the cover.
Just a two.
South just kicks out that immense husk of a man. How can Edward Dusk put away someone the size of the example Ricky South?
Well, I'm going to answer the question for the commentary. He's going to set the example on how to put down the example. That's what's happening.
Living in the era of the example. He's got that championship title opportunity when he gets it. Although he does have a gentleman's
Look at that.
icon.
At some point in time, if I was Slex, I'd be worried about Ricky South. But right now, Ricky South needs to worry about Edward Dusk because he cannot
Element.
put away.
And we know what this would mean for Edward.
No.
He wants to prove a point.
Was that buckle exposed? Oh, what a lariat.
Yeah, it was. He got taken off with that superplex.
Just turned Edward Dusk inside out.
Yeah.
His neck goes sideways there. What a lariat. Oh, power driver.
It's one of his. It's one of his things.
That is the exclamation point from
Old school pile driver. Oh, man. What a victory.
Talk about ending on a low note here, Bob. What are you doing to us? He won every match but this one.
You know what they say.
That's the growth.
I was about
He
to
learned
say.
how to lose, Todd.
I was about to say all the greats eventually have to go out on their back, right? So, with a great show overall that we had, what better way to go out than with an L? So, the beautiful thing about this is you just talked about in win match. Usually, when I pull shows, we don't know who's winning or losing on our spotlight shows because again, we on our UK shows and on our United States shows. We don't know. So there have been spotlight shows that we pulled where every match the guy or the girl that we spot lost every one of them. But they're
Wow.
You just again, right? It's like a box of chocolates. You don't ever know what the fuck you're gonna get. I don't know what to tell you, but it's a way to keep us straight and keep us genuine.
Well, that's the thing. What was it like? I think you were saying, Todd, like some of the best faces have the biggest losing record, basically.
Yeah.
No,
because it's like always had the thing like faces. Heels should win until it's time to lose, because faces still get a lot from losing than what heels do.
Yep.
You can win, like a face can win once every 3 or 4 months, but those fans will always remember that win.
Yep. Especially if they're a good baby
Where
face.
it's not so much with the heels. Yeah.
The audience
I mean, it is the same too with heels. Like,
the audience is coming. They want to come to the show to see if this is the time their favorite's going to win.
Yep.
And they also go to the show to see the one they hate. Is this the time he's finally going to get his comeuppance?
Yeah. I mean, it does it's also like, if you're, like, I know that there are times that, especially at Wide Bay, where Mitch and I are strong enough as a duo where we could lose every month and it's fine because the crowd just likes to see us get our asses kicked. Yeah. But when you're like establishing that heel, they should just be winning all the time until it's time for them to lose.
Facts, John.
I think anyway. That's just.
I agree with that too. Bobby, I think you picked a good talent to have a show with, and I had a lot of fun with this. I had a lot of fun watching and getting a deeper dive into Edward Dusk, because there's no doubt about it. He's got it. He's got it together. He's got a character. He's got a whole deal going on. I really enjoyed. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I like that methodical, vicious, malicious side of Edward Dusk that we saw in the match with Brooks as my favorite evolution of the character thus far. We will be seeing a lot more, obviously, as our market grows in Australia. I'll be seeing a lot more talent, and we'll be doing other shows as well. Give me your final thoughts on Edward Dusk, and where do you think he's going? Because his first 8 years here, and Todd, same question for you here in just a second. His first 8 years, this is a pretty fucking solid evolution of a character and of a talent.
I don't know where he's going. I'm just interested to see what happens with him. Like, if he chooses to go overseas, I believe he could make it as the person he is, the focus he has. I'm just very interested to see what happens after these next few years with him. That's really my answer to that.
I think, especially with MCW, there was a time there where he was the big heel, as you saw with him and Brooksy. But it's hard when you've got a company that have got the people in it that they do, where you've got Slex and all those guys who it's hard to break through that top. But if there is a company that will strap a strap to him, he would take that company to places that they hadn't been before, because he's such a good worker. He's so cerebral. He thinks behind just I've got a match with this guy, so I'm going to talk about this guy. This guy's really good, but this is why I'm better. That's not his deal when he does promos. He will dig deep into that thing. He'll make a story out of it, which will make people want to buy tickets to go and see him, which is really the ideal thing you want out of a wrestler. Like, if he gets picked up by somebody, that's amazing, because he will do whoever he works for a great service, because he's just a great worker. Because it's not just the promos, it's the in-ring matches, the promos.
He's definitely solid. I can't wait to see who else I get to help or get to discover through you guys, Bobby and Todd as well, with talents that are in Australia. It's a market that needs to be seen. Mr. Todd, I appreciate you coming in this evening and giving us a piece of your time. You've seen underneath him, guys, is his Instagram and his Twitter. I would try and read that, but the font's so small on my fucking screen, I can't see it right now. So if you want to tell everybody out there where they can find you, and of course everything Todd related will also be down below in the description, guys. So Todd, give us any plugs, anything you want to talk about, or anything you want to plug on the way out.
Every Thursday or Friday, I guess it would be in American time, we have Wrestle Radio Australia, or Making Chicken Salad, we call the show, where we review Australian shows that are on, usually that week or near to that week. We watch them and then we review them. So we don't actually watch the show, because we want you guys to go to the actual YouTubes and watch their shows and give them the props that they need and follow them. So our thing about Wrestle Radio Australia is pretty much what this show sort of is try to make people more aware how good Australian wrestling is. So we've been doing that for 11 years now. So we've really been doing that sort of thing. So we go on YouTube, Wrestle Radio Australia. Every Thursday on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, we stream live for that show. We also talk about the stuff on AEW and all of that sort of good, happy horse shit. But mainly we focus on Australian wrestling. Last week we got to go to Suncorp, and which is where the Grand Slam show is going to be held for AEW, and talk to Paul White and Tony Storm. So those are up on our YouTube channels as well. So just probably just follow Wide Bay Pro, follow Pro Wrestling League, because that's primarily where I work and where Bobby works as well. So two of the promotions in Queensland here that we really get behind.
I'll put all the links.
I'm usually a lot more mean.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm usually a lot more mean. And
you're an asshole. Let's
Thank you, sir.
Bobby, what do you want to say to the people before we close out our third episode of Australian Spotlight?
Please go check out Edward Dusk on whatever MCW. What's their streaming thing? Horizons?
Yeah, Stream Horizon.
Stream Horizon. Yeah, please go check him stuff out on Stream Horizon. Check out his YouTube.
Whole back catalog.
Yeah. Yeah, I would be the only thing I'd definitely leave this with. Because the more exposure he gets, the better things going to get for him. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
The beautiful thing about all of this is following people is free, guys. Doesn't cost you anything. You just seek him out. If everything, Edward Dusk will be down below in the links for his Instagram. I think I think all of it's Dusk Eternal, if I'm not mistaken, for his
Yeah, I
social
think
media.
so, yeah.
All that's going to be down below. Go and give them a follow, as well as every video that we saw tonight that was attached to a Fed. All those links will be down below as well. So if you enjoyed this show, please, by all means, go click all the links. Go follow all the people. You've got everything Bobby Bishop, everything Todd Eastman, everything Edward Dusk, everything that we can put. It'll all be down below, and it's free. Bobby, we're going to circle back around in a couple of weeks. We'll figure out who we're going to talk to, or not talk to, but who we're going to do a spotlight show on. And Todd, you're welcome. The door is always open for you. Anytime you want to come back and shoot the shit with us with Australian wrestling, you just let us know.
Pleasure. Always. Love talking Australian wrestling.
Oh, this is going to be
What do you think we should do next time?
Let's do it.
I don't know. I was just thinking then, like, who would you do next time?
I have ideas, but I'll send lists of names to you, Bobby, and you can say let's do that. I got ideas. We'll see you next time, guys. For Mr. Todd Eastman, for Mr. Bobby Bishop, I'm Chris Page. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.